Okay, so this may or may not have connections to Idaho. More than likely there's something, that's somewhere along the line that's connected. But this is about informants who were taken out. And it sounds pretty similar.
Court documents claim 2 police informants were killed last week by a man police say is a local drug dealer. It all started last Friday when 2 bodies were found in a river in Fort Wayne. Fox 59's Eric Graves breaks down these court documents and their connections to a drug investigation in Richmond. Eric?
Court documents say a Richmond Police Department informant was picked up at this apartment complex just a day before his body was found in a Fort Wayne river. Fort Wayne police say last Friday, volunteers cleaning up the St. Mary's River found 2 bodies inside of trash bags. The coroner identified the 2 people as Matthew Johnson and Christina Dixon, both reported missing out of Richmond earlier that week. Johnson was shot and stabbed, and Christina had been strangled. Court documents detail how multiple witnesses and the Richmond police helped connect this man, Dominique Washington, to the 2 victims. Richmond PD told Fort Wayne detectives Johnson and Dixon were both police informants in an investigation that led to a drug raid 2 weeks ago at a Richmond home where multiple narcotics were found. Court docs say Richmond police told detectives Dominique Washington went by Nico and was a known drug dealer with a connection to the raided house. Police used surveillance video and witness accounts to place Washington picking up Johnson at the Genesis apartment complex and then picking up Dixon from a Richmond home on Thursday. Monday night, Washington was arrested during a traffic stop as he tried to leave this home on Campbell Ave. Washington is now being held without bond, charged with murder and kidnapping in the deaths of both Johnson and Dixon. Dominique Washington's initial court hearing is set for Wednesday in Allen County Court. Reporting in Richmond, Eric Graves.
Can you imagine being a volunteer cleaning up a river and coming upon something like that? How... I don't know what my psyche would do in something like that. I really don't. I mean, I've been through a lot, and I've seen dead bodies before, just not like that. And so here we go. Got a man and a woman, informants. One shot, one strangled. It's a serious business with this informant stuff. And this is what the police, FBI, all of them, U.S. Marshals, I guess, are the worst. I guess they use more than any other branch of law. But even seasoned people, like when I say seasoned, I'm talking people that have been arrested over and over again. And they've been around the scene, and they have some type of feel for it. But I'm talking that's bad enough as it is. But when you get college kids in there and they get busted with, I don't know, an ounce or whatever weed, I don't know how much is what's what, but let's say an ounce of weed, and they talk them into, so they don't get in trouble, they don't get this huge sentence, like 5-10 years in prison. And that's what they do. They tell you you're going to get, way over what you're going to get. From anything I've ever read and heard, that's the way it goes. And so, anything I've ever read and heard, that's the way it goes. And that is not cool, because they're putting young lives, they're putting all lives. But when you're talking young and you've never been out there and you don't even really, you might think you know, but you don't know. And they know you don't know. And that's so diabolical, if you ask me. That's downright dirty deeds, man. Because they don't want to get their hands dirty, because they know how dangerous it is. That's the thing. That's how I feel about it. I feel like they know the dangers of it, and that they do not want to get involved that way. So that's how they recruit. And from what it looks like in Idaho there, it looks to me like that the law enforcement there had their hands in it, and maybe even got them involved in it in the first place, and then got busted. It could very well be something like that, right? I wouldn't doubt it, the way it's going over there. But this is, oh, it's starting again, hold on. Okay, I don't remember exactly what I was saying because I had to shut the phone off because the mowing started. So anyway, mowing's done. I think I was talking about the college kids. I mean, putting them in danger like that, and when they don't know, I mean, they have no idea how to be a cop. This is a cop's job, right? This is a law enforcement's job. They go to school for this. These kids are just getting out on their own, young adults, excuse me, and, you know, going through school. They're tired. They've got all this other stuff going on. It's a hard time anyway, and then you put them in a situation like this. Not only are they being put in a situation that is very, very scary and deadly, but they're also putting them in a position to use more rugs. I mean, they're going to be right in the middle of it. And if they had a problem before, this is not helping their problem. If they didn't have a problem, it was just recreational, then they're going to have to do this stuff in order to act like they actually are on the up and up when they're buying this stuff from these other people, when they're doing these controlled buys. And that's not cool, because that puts them right in the middle of it and turns them literally, quite possibly, into addicts. And you're on call. I mean, if you knew with the informants how it works, I still wish I could find this article. It was the best one I've ever read, and it was amazing. And this person had been an informant and told the story of it, and it was just nuts. But he told it very, it was very classy the way he told it, very, very, very professional. So it was kind of cool. I mean, it was down and dirty and to the point, but very professional. So, but this is what happens. And so so think about this. Now, let's just say if Jay Embry's right. Let's just humor me for a minute, just so we can get through this right here. If that's the case, then you've got now two moms who have, there's stuff over there. I mean, they're, like this. They're going to end up like this. I mean, they took down some pretty gnarly people. How long are they going to exist? And this is the thing. This law enforcement, they know this. They know the way it works, that, snitches get stitches, the whole thing like that, and eventually they will. I mean, even when they're in prison, they probably can't turn their back for a second. I mean, you probably have girlfriends or sisters or whoever of the people that they maybe took down. And can you imagine what it would be like? But think about, and they're older. They've been through this. They've been through it in and out. I mean, they've been arrested how many times? But the young kids, that's not the case. It's not the case at all. In fact, I don't even know how they can get away with that. I don't know how that is actually legal to do something like that. Especially without some type of legal counsel. And you know damn well they don't do that, right? So, but hey, there's a lot of stuff going down in Phoenix right now. It kind of makes me kind of interested, curious about, the Phoenix, the Arizona, the university that was purchased, all that kind of stuff. And then you've got all these busts. I mean, there's like one after the other. There was 3,400 taken down. And then I just saw another one. They took a whole hotel. They shut it down. And that was in Phoenix as well. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. And I find it very interesting that it's in basically what you could call Idaho's sister state or Moscow's sister city because of the purchase of the university. I find that very, very interesting timing. Very much indeed. I'm sure Jen and Heather will be on this like crazy. And Kane, you guys are funny. I'm sure you will. And that's good. I mean, everybody needs to bring this to attention, to the attention. There's not enough of us that do this. And I appreciate all of you that do. I mean, Van, Open Mind Perspectives, Elle's awesome. You know, we've got Swamp Rose, she's doing her thing. And, you know, we've got, I mean, there's people all over. You know, Maya's doing her own thing here and there with her tarot. I mean, it's this kind of the same thing, really. It's just a different form of it. And, you know, you've got people all over doing this type of stuff. You got, you know, Echoes of Clarity. And I'm trying to, I mean, it's hard, you know, it's hard when I'm up here, like, naming off stuff, like, naming the channels, because, you know, I listen to not nearly as many as I used to. Like, I used to listen to, like, tons of them. Now I have narrowed that down, like, big time. And some of them, like, they don't even pop up in my feed anymore because I haven't watched them for so long. And I get it now with the creators saying, I don't have time to watch anything, you know, and I get that. I get it. So my time is, you know, what I want to spend it on. That's important to me. But Kane be the Purge, he's got a great one. You know, you Rollo's got one. Oh, does not forget True Killer Crime and Once Upon a Crime Time. I mean, you got to put Tommy in there, you know. It's great stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there, and we all do something different. And here's the thing. People may say, you know, what you're doing, you're all this speculating and all this, you know, in my opinion and all this other stuff. Well, if that wasn't like that from the get-go, we wouldn't be where we are right now. We wouldn't be where we are right now. And not only that, but those people that are now screaming at other people about, oh, what are you still keeping doing this for? Well, those people also started in this, doing this, and, you know, trying to find out what's going on. That's how you do it. You have to speculate because you're not being told the truth. And it's still not the truth, really, if you think about it. And more stuff's coming out, every single day. And so how could we not, I mean, do it? I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy to me that, you know, people, it's crazy to me that people get on other people when, I mean, I don't have time to do that. Seriously, I don't have time to do that. I've got my attentions elsewhere, and it's trying to, you know, get some justice for everybody that needs to get justice in this case. And there's a lot of them, and not only the ones in exact this case, but the ones outside of the case, the ones that were basically harmed because of this case in certain ways. Yeah, it's nuts. It's well, can't forget Embry. He does his part too. Oh, we got AR. Got AR out there. Yeah, there's so many of them. It's so weird, you know, to name them when you're up here. Because, I mean, I watch you guys all the time. It's like naming them off. It's like, whoa, I just went blank. That's weird, man. That's a weird feeling. Although I did that one time when I was supposed to do when I was at this one business we were at, and I was supposed to do like a live coupon, like read it on the radio or something like that. Man alive, did I freeze up. I mean, I didn't really freeze up, but I just stammered over all my words. It was like weird because I'm just not like that normally. But I did bad. It wasn't good. But people didn't notice as much as I noticed, you know, that's how it goes. But anyway, I'm going to feel bad if I forgot somebody. That's going to make me feel bad. And I don't think that I forgot you that way because I didn't. I mean, you're in my heart, you're in my soul, and you're in my brain. So it's only because I'm on no sleep. Kitty was sick all night long, and I'm talking all night long. Every time she would finally lay down and I'd start to doze off, she'd get up and do her little upchuck thing again. And I'm not talking little bits. It was not good. And so I'm running on no sleep right now, so that's not good. Anyway, I will be popping this up, and I just hope that they can, I don't know what they're going to do when it comes to informants. I mean, I know they're necessary in certain cases, but the way that they're doing it now, it's like they're almost like making it to where there's like even cases that don't need it, they're using informants. And that to me is stupid. And what happened to the undercover cops that are informants that that grow the 12 o'clock shadow and dress in leather and start smoking cigarettes for the year as they're doing what they're doing? What happened to those guys and girls? Where'd they go? I don't know. But they need to come back because they're trained in this, not the young adults. And they're taking lives that shouldn't be lost. They shouldn't. So anyway, rest in peace to these two, and prayers to the family and friends. Okay.